In this episode, I'm telling you a case of a man who admitted to stalking and then stabbing a woman 40 times in New York City. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Love and Murder, Heartbreak to Homicide, the True Crime Tuesday edition. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kai, and thank you for joining me. Before we begin, I want to let you know that this episode and all my episodes are sponsored by my lambs in Patreon. Patreon.com/Love and Murder. If you want to be an exclusive lamb and a sponsor of Love and Murder and get extras, then head on over to our Patreon and join it. It only starts at a $3 a month donation. Patreon.com/Love and Murder. Now let's get into this True Crime Tuesday. On February 13th, 2022, at around 4:20 a.m., Christina Yuna Lee, who was 35 years old, walked into her apartment building near Grand Street and Christie Street in New York City. As she was going into her apartment building, a 27-year-old man named Assamad Nash followed her in. She then went up 6 flights of stairs to her apartment, to which he continued following her up 6 flights of stairs. I'm sorry, I'm stopping at 2 flights. Right when she opened her apartment door, Nash ran up behind her, forced himself into his apartment, and closed the door. There he attempted to sexually assault her. There was actually surveillance footage of the incident, and it shows Nash walk about 6 feet away from Christina inside a narrow hallway as she's going into her apartment. At 4:22 a.m., Christina's neighbors called 911 because they were hearing sounds of a struggle, including Christina screaming for help. A few minutes later, police arrived and heard her screaming, but they couldn't get inside the apartment. Because he heard police arrive, that's when Nash tried to run out of the apartment through the fire escape, but he went back inside after he saw a police on the roof above him. By 5:40 a.m., police were able to break down the apartment door and found Nash hiding under Christina's mattress, as well as they found the bloodied kitchen knife hidden behind a dresser. And I said a bloody kitchen knife because police then found in the bathroom Christina with, quote, at least 40 stab wounds, including to her neck, head, and torso. Christina, unfortunately, was pronounced dead at the scene. Nash was arrested and arraigned in criminal court on a first-degree murder charge and 2 counts of burglary. On June 18th, he pled guilty in a New York State Supreme Court to 1 count of second-degree murder and first-degree burglary as a sexually motivated felony. And that was just a little while ago, June 18th, that he pled guilty to that, even though this happened in 2022. And he's actually not scheduled to be sentenced until the end of this month, July 30th, 2024. And they're trying to see if they can get 30 years to life in state prison for him. Now, my question about this is, do you think this was racially motivated, or do you think it was just a general sicko being a sicko? Now, I ask this because the media is trying to call this a hate crime against Asians, but in my opinion, this particular incident, I really believe it was just a general sicko being a sicko. I didn't see any evidence that pointed to the fact that she was targeted just because she was Asian. But if you look at most of the articles, it's saying stuff like anti-Asian hate crime, or, inciting fear in the Asian community for anti-Asian hate crime. And it's like, I didn't see that it was an anti-Asian hate crime. I saw that it was an idiot who was trying to rape a woman and didn't get what he wanted. So it should be women in that area should be fearful. But to say this was an anti-Asian attack, I don't see that. And I'm pointing this out because I hate when the media just tries to drum up fears just based on she was Asian and he wasn't, anti-Asian. Like, now they're trying to drum up fears in the Asian community. They're after you. And it's like, no, this one sicko, I believe if it was anybody and he had the opportunity, he would have taken it. And the media also, what gets on my nerves is that they try to pit us against each other. Like this instant, they're trying to act like it's an anti-Asian attack. And it wasn't. It was an attack by a sicko to a woman. Now, I'm not saying that this doesn't happen. Trust me, believe me, I understand there are anti-Asian attacks. There's racism. There's Islamophobia, for instance. I understand all of that. But this particular incident, I don't think it was. There's no evidence that points to the fact that it was. And I don't appreciate the media for trying to act like this is what's happening when it's not. Say it when it's happening and don't say it when it's not. But that is my question to you. Based on the case that I brought towards you, which is exactly the same thing that was in court documents and everything, I didn't leave anything out. You know me, I'm going to tell you the facts. Whether it was racially motivated or not, I'm going to tell you the facts. So I didn't leave anything out. So based on what I brought forward to you, do you think this was a racially motivated attack or not? That is my poll question for you. So go ahead and answer that poll question. And that is all I have for you in this True Crime Tuesday. Don't forget that a free and easy way to help Love and Murder out is by just simply sharing this episode. So go ahead and hit that share icon and share this episode to, share this one to, go ahead and share it to Reddit. That's what I'm going to ask you to share it to. So hit the share icon and share this episode with your friends in Reddit. And that is all I have for you. Like I said, thank you for listening so much. Thank you, old lambs. Thank you, new lambs. Thank you for listening and supporting me. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.